more week to go, Steve. Are you going to miss? Are you going to miss the London mayoral contest?
Which contest?
The London mayoral contest.
I am definitely going to miss that.
We've looked at a lot of different candidates on the show, and I thought it was time to take a look at Shaun Bailey, who is the Tory candidate, because he's really taken a stand and is really taking the fight to watch Sadiq Khan win by a landslide. Because here's still the latest polls. Shaun Bailey at 28% and Sadiq Khan is at 41%. He's clearly going to get reelected. But the thing that's got to feel bad for Shaun, because I mean, look at that. He's the only other major party candidate there, because you've got the Greens, Liberal Dems, Houday, and then a lot of other people. But Shaun's still only at 28%. That's got to hurt when you consider that this guy right here, Nico, is a YouTuber. We featured Nico the other day. He's at 5%. Shaun can't even get over 30. And at a 22-year-old kid.
Did he get a little comic solving problems bump?
That's him. He's 22 years old. He's wearing children's glasses, and even he's getting featured by the BBC. He's gotten more press than Shaun Bailey has, who's with the party that's in power. And the party that's in power, as we've seen, can get away with anything. Shaun can't even get away with more than 28%. We haven't really met Shaun yet. Let's go ahead and meet the candidate.
Today, we're going to drive into the centre of London.
Couldn't help but notice that he's leaving his own home, Shaun's house, in Romford?
Oh.
He's running to be mayor of London, but he lives in Romford. Steve, I believe, are you familiar with the Romford area?
I'm aware of its oeuvre.
Is it in London?
Well, actually, yeah.
Is it really, though? Because according to Essex Live, a newspaper in Essex, Romford is definitely in Essex and not in London. I don't know if Shaun's eligible to run. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's not going to win anyway. Read the article from Essex Live. They're very specific about what they have to say about this. They say once in Essex, always in Essex. Because once in Essex, always in STI. Let's get back to Shaun. He's on his way in to drive into London to make a point about Sadiq Khan, the next mayor of London.
Boom, £5.50, first one. This £5.50 charge applies to anyone who wants to cross the border into London. So that's family, friends, customers, including tourists as well.
That's your cousins, you got your truck drivers, you got your aunties, you got your nephews, you got your strangers, you got your engineers, you got your plumbers. I can name lots of different types of people. I want to be mayor.
You should have listed mayors.
That's because he's not going to be one. Let's continue our drive with Shaun.
We are now just approaching the North Circular Road. And boom, Sadiq Khan has taken another £12.50 in taxes because we've just turned into an expanded ultra-low emission zone.
Sadiq Khan has taken your money? I mean, I don't think Sadiq Khan personally is taking your money because, let's be honest, he's not a Tory. He doesn't have a flat to refurbish, for crying out loud. Shaun's trying to blame Sadiq for the extension of the ultra-low emission zone, and that cost him money. But I wonder, when did that ultra-low commission idea begin? Let me see here. I mean, of course, Boris came up with the idea. Boris is always looking for a way to get a little bit more money out of people. Let's finish that drive, because we want to know what Shaun is going to do as mayor.
It's £33 before you have any money to take home. All of this when we need to get London moving. So as mayor, I will be reducing or removing all of these charges.
I don't know. I'm just making stuff up because I know I'm not going to win, so I don't really have to make a decision about what I'm going to do with any of these possible charges because I will never be mayor. It does matter who you vote for, guys. If you do live in the greater London area, and I will include Romford in this, it does matter who you vote for. And I do want people to take this seriously, even though we've been profiling a lot of candidates and we've been joking about them. You know, it does look like Sadiq Khan will win. I do think he's probably the person who should be the next mayor of London because I really don't want to give the Tories any more power, and none of the other people really have a chance. But you can't just vote like that. You have to be aware that votes do make a difference. You cannot take back your vote. You have to remember that votes have consequences.
Get a feeling that people are thinking about it more now than they were before the referendum is the truth. I don't think they realise the implications, and they're currently seeing the mess that we're in at the moment.
Because if you vote the wrong way in a major election or referendum, you could end up Welsh.
How very dare.
That guy who was in that bit, he's from Romford.
Thank you for watching this from Comic Solving Problems.
And if you feel like it, go ahead and like the video.
Or subscribe. Commitment.